Okay. Oh. This is working. Okay.
Hello?
Oh God. Okay, maybe. Okay, is it working? Did the link work?
Yeah.
Because some people are saying it's not working. Okay, sorry if I'm sorry that I'm late. I low-key fell asleep right before I was gonna call you guys. I was looking at the time. It was 6:10, and all of a sudden I was like, and then I woke up and I was like, what the heck? It's 6:10. Oh shoot. So I fell asleep because I was tired because I came back home from donating the sandwiches, which is a long story that I will save for another day, but it was all kinds of messiness. Okay, let me see. Try the link. Okay. Okay. You guys know if your secretaries are going to be joining too?
Do you want them to?
It's up to you. This is just like a quick way. I'm just basically this meeting. I'm just gonna. That's why I'm doing it on Google Hangout. It's just basically to teach you guys on the MRF.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'll message my secretary.
yeah. No,
I
no.
don't think I'm gonna stay. So,
Yeah, it's fine.
okay, cool. I think Ivy's cool though with it. This
I
MRF.
She doesn't. Is Cecilia gonna teach you how to do it?
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine.
I believe so. They met. They met. I'm gonna ask again, but I'm pretty sure Cecilia got to her. So I'm just gonna go. Bye.
Bye. Oh, I can show my screen. Okay, that's fine. That's good.
I think my secretary is gonna join.
But just tell me, because I still
I
nothing.
sent her the link. Don't.
Let me add. So complicated. Add. Check your. So this. Uh. Oh, okay. For Micah's email,
Carolyn.
Carolyn, sorry. I'm dead right now. Okay, for his email, um, what was I gonna say? It's due on the 5th.
For like all the emails and stuff?
For all the MRFs, it's due on the 5th, not the 3rd.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I could clarify that with him if he's joining.
Oh yeah, Candace is here. Candace is my secretary.
Hello. Um, okay. I know Scripts that they wanted to join, but I didn't get anything from them. Other clubs still aren't responding. I know I asked La Jolla to join, but they still haven't said anything to me. So, Micah gonna join. If you guys need like additional help, I know the divisional secretary is Skyping. Like, if you guys need like a lot of help, because this is just gonna be like a brief like what you do for each one. Since I wasn't a secretary, so I don't go in like super depth. But if you really need to, um, what do you call it? The past, or not the past, but the current district secretary, and Angel said that she's Skyping a secretary tomorrow. So like, if any of you guys need help, I could also send her information or send you her information so you guys can add her because I know she's calling people at 6. So that is also an option. I'll remind you guys at the end if anybody else needs extra help. Ivy, do you know if your secretary is joining?
No, she isn't. She has a lot of work today.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
She's been gone, so.
Okay, Kearney's secretary is not. I don't know if it's the link's not working with her or something's up. Who else are we missing? So Henry is good. I think Sarah is probably good. If they're not here, they're probably good. For what? Who else is there? Oh shoot, not this. Oh wait a second. For some reason, they need help. Let me message the other. If Tommy sent information.
Micah!
Okay, so yeah, Mike is my secretary.
Is he in here?
Or,
Oh,
well, I
hello.
can.
Hey. Oh. Where? Oh. Gee. Who else are we waiting for? Oh, let's see. Hi. Here is the link to the meeting. And okay, so we're just waiting for 2 clubs. Um, so I have this one. This. Okay, so we're waiting for 20. How many people are here? Dun, dun, dun. Oh. Hi, Lizzie.
Hi.
Okay, then we're just waiting on Kearney basically, but I don't know where they at. He said that she can't get on.
Wait, Dad, can you turn on the volume, please? I'm doing this training MRF thingy.
Okay. Just one more person. Please, Lord. This is it. Not okay, I will send her the link again. If not, I guess we'll just get her because I don't know why it's not working. Children. No. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay, we're gonna wait for one more, for like five more, like a couple more minutes. Like, not, I'm just gonna start because I don't know what to do.
Vamos que foi? Você tem. Do it all?
Oh, well, she's not picking up. The train's not working for her. Did you? Okay. So before I start the meeting, if everybody could mute their microphones. Yeah, and then
Oh, found it.
if you guys have any questions, then you guys can just unmute it. But it's just easier if you guys mute it first. So like, if there's any noise in the background, it would get canceled out. Let me call this person one more time, and if she doesn't pick up, we're just gonna start. Hello, is this Nisa? Um, I'm Jonathan. Hello, my name is Jonathan. I was wondering if you were gonna go to the meeting still, because Jasmine said you were, but I don't know. If it's okay if you're not. It's right now. Oh, it's okay. Are you still gonna be able to make it or no? Okay, so I emailed you the link. You know how long it's gonna wait because everybody's already here. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye. Okay, so we'll wait a couple more minutes. I'm sorry, I'm wasting your time. Oh, God dang. While we're waiting, does anybody have any general questions about the MRF that I could just answer like really fast? No? Is it just like um okay. Well, I'll just wait then. But yeah, just to clarify, the MRF is going to be due on the 5th every month. On this at 6 p.m. If you want to turn in early, you turn it in on the 4th. It's just like another way for your club to get distinguished easier if you want to turn in early. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Regardless, distinguished stuff. We'll go into depth later. Uh, okay, I'm just gonna start because I know you guys are tired of waiting for people. I'm gonna start by sharing my screen. Share. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? Yes. Okay. So I am going to go to the MRF. Okay. Can somebody unmute their mic and tell me they can see this? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Oh shoot. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Going back to this. Okay. So this is what it basically looks like when you open a club MRF. Um, the way you want to save your MRF is you want to have a general one. So make sure you do this on Excel because the functionality works the best with Excel. Oh God, sorry. So what you want to do is when you save it, you want to put your club's name and then underscore MRF underscore 1617. And basically, you're going to start, that's going to be like your general MRF. But every single month, let's say for the month of March, you're just going to go to like File, Save, and then you, or Save As, and then, oh God, I'm sorry. Ah, okay. Um, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to save it by the month. So let's just say, for example, I'm going to do March, right? I'm going to send March underscore my club, and then my club's name, MRF 2016, 2017. So that's just like how you would send it to me um, on the email. And then if you want, I know what my club did last year. We would send that in as well as just like a screenshot of this page because this is what you're going to be turning into me every month. But I also want the full MRF just because I need to fill out things periodically, which you should be doing as well. The biggest work at the end of the year, if you're trying to get distinguished, if you're trying to get various awards, is if you leave it all the way to the end. So I'll show you guys the um, different tasks. But let me, she says the link isn't working, so let me send it to her again real quick, and then if not, then we'll just go on without them. Email, sent mail. So continuing on, this is basically what you see when you first open the MRF. You get the instructions. If you don't know where to get it, or if you haven't gotten it, it's just on the cyber key, and you go to secretaries, and it should be it should say 2016, 2017 club report form, and it matches to different Excels so that it works for that. But yeah, you guys could read this. It's just a little message from the last divisional secretary describing what your job is. So task 1. So basically the first task is just to fill in all your club's information. The easiest way to do this is just get it from your your last MR from the last one, but you can honestly do it yourself as well. It's just very basic information like the term, this is the term, and then the club name. So For example, for my club is Patrick Henry High School or Patrick Henry. You don't put high school. Club number, you just basically copy and paste everything you get from the old MRF. That's the easiest way because I know a lot of you, nobody's gonna really know like their club number off out of nowhere. Let me exit to Facebook. Yeah, so you want to just fill that in, and then you're just going to put in the different officers that you have. For example, like treasurer, vice president, and this is like the main where it's like faculty advisor, quantitative advisor, president, secretary. It's basically very general, and you just put what you want. What part of it? Did anybody, somebody else join? Okay. Continuing on. So this is basically going to be all the club directory. It's not gonna change until later this year. So basically you could use the same one as before. Just be careful because you want to make sure that's in alphabetical order so it's more organized. And then you also want to make sure that even though you're using this one for now, make sure when you have your dues paid members that you swap people out because you can add because right now people that are seniors they're still technically members, but for the people that are not as active or they're not joining this year. Again, when you have your dues, make sure to take them out. But let's say I was a member last term, and I for some reason do not want to join Key Club again. You would keep their hours and you would still leave them here as a member. Does anybody have any questions about that? No? It's pretty self-explanatory. You just kind of have to fill it out. Yeah, but for right now, I would just recommend going and just copying and pasting the old one. Just putting the phone number. Right now, just because if you don't do it now, it's just gonna build up later. If you want to go into each of the members and you want to weed out all of like the old seniors, so like the seniors from last term that are like they're basically freshmen in colleges right now. Obviously, you don't need them anymore because they're not going to provide any service over the summer. Make sure to take them out because I know if you don't do it later, then it's just going to add to more work. So basically, the MRF seems like a lot of work, but if you do everything like periodically and just keep on keeping up with it, then it isn't as bad as you think it is. So this is the page that a lot of people think of besides like the monthly page. This is basically like the club roster. You don't have to like, yeah, it should just copy and paste from your roster. I don't know. I never filled this out completely by myself, so I don't know if it copy and pastes from your roster or if it automatically goes on, but if it doesn't automatically go on, then it should copy and paste. And you basically just go in and you put in it has every single member, and it just lists all the way down like the club directory. But instead, this is going to be based on the service hours. So you're just going to have, let's just say I would just fill in like, what did we just say? So like the April DCM. And then for the April DCM, let's just say they get an hour and a half of service for doing like the peanut butter and jelly thing. And then if they bring more stuff, then you get another half an hour. So let's just say my member is like, I'll just do myself. So Jonathan. And then I would just basically say, okay, he gets 2 hours. And it's pretty self-explanatory. You kind of just keep on going, and that's the date. And it's really nice because it adds all of the total hours for you since it is an MRF. Oh, you guys can't see the screen?
No.
So have I just been talking?
Yeah.
Okay, well, whoops, you guys should have told me something. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll go back. Did everybody understand what I was talking about for... do you guys get the club directory? Does that make sense to you guys? Yes, no? Because I can't see you guys when I'm like looking at the MRF. So somebody respond. Say yes or no.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you just do that, like, I'll just explain again. So you just do last and first name, and you kind of put like position and club. So if they're just a member, then you just write member. And then email, phone number, committee. Let's just say like if you have like a fundraising committee, that's what it would go under. Graduation year, membership ID, which you should get. You should just don't worry about it. Well, you're definitely gonna have to worry about it soon. Not soon, but basically the beginning of the year. But the membership ID you guys should have for the members right now, but you're gonna have to get it from the login. If you guys don't, do you guys know what I'm talking about? Your advisor has to log into the membership update center, and from the membership update center, you get, oh, what the heck? This is like, never mind. Okay, so from the membership update center, you should get all the membership ID numbers. That's how it goes. But yeah, you don't basically have to worry about it for now. You should just copy and paste all of the members from before, and then the mailing address, so their address and the city, and then if they're a paid member or not. This is very important because you're technically not allowed to count people that are not paid for the hours. So you really want to make sure. Like I know there's some people that have like 10 hours in my club last year and they never paid. So really stress being a paid member because if they're not a paid member, then you technically cannot count the hours, even though you can still put them on the MRF. But yeah, so first and last name. So I did that wrong. So this should, by formula, I believe this should just do it by itself. I don't think I even need to fill it out. I think it should just, does it not? It used to do that. Or maybe I'm just crazy. Well, okay, never mind. I guess you just copy and paste it. But there's just some things that like it fills out automatically for you that you just don't need to do. So then, yeah, going back, Jonathan. So you just copy and paste all that, and it should be the same exact link list. Let me see if I thought it used to. Yeah, see, it does. So if you just have to fill this out, and this should automatically come out. Like you don't have to fill it out at all, which is really nice because you don't have to do things. So like, see, like it just keeps on. Yeah, it just keeps on going. So then it does the total service hours for me. So you get to see like if anybody ever asks you like, oh, how many service hours do I have? This is just a quick way for you to show your members how much you have. And even though this is not you send this into me, but the main thing is the monthly report. Make sure to keep this updated because if you want your clubs, like I'm saying, to get like the other awards that you're gonna get at the end of the year, don't procrastinate on this because it's really easy in the beginning of the month just to do it every single month. But if you really wait until last minute, think of like the hundreds of events that you're gonna have to put in and those hours. It's gonna be crazy because right now it might be like, oh, only 10 people are showing up, only 15. It's not as bad, but especially when it comes to fall rally time and there's gonna be like you're gonna get back to your 100 members. There's gonna be like 50 people going to one event. It gets really tedious. And one other thing I should stress is that you should, as a secretary, you should not be the only one looking at your MRF. Your president should also be checking it out, making sure that the hours link up. Because many times my secretary has been like, there's just little things off. Like there'll be like an extra half an hour, or there'll be like like 2 hours less. You want to always keep track because you want to always keep it as organized as possible so you have the true amount of service hours that you have um, for each month. So yeah, this is pretty much self-explanatory, and I believe you could just like it'll keep on expanding. You'll just keep on expanding it if you pull it. Yeah, it'll keep on going. I don't know how to do it. I don't remember how to do it, but when that I don't think it will affect anybody soon. But you could just keep on moving it back. And yeah, so this is another thing that I don't think you have to do every month, which I know a lot of people don't do every month, and this is why a lot of their members don't get awards at DCON. This is the membership update center. Not the membership update center, sorry. The membership recognition program. So if you ever went to DCON and you saw people that were platinum level, gold level, silver level, and bronze level, these are basically all like the bigger, the people that go to the most events in your club. And I'll actually explain this after because it'll make more sense to you if I explain to you the monthly report because these kind of link up the same. So I'll save that after. So yeah, okay, this is just another page of more information, putting in your division, your region, your club, and all of your officers' things again. What it means by focus area is if you have like a specific, if you have more than one president, or not, sorry, not president, vice president, there's different focus areas, or you could just have one. If there's one vice president, that there's their one goal this term. These are the things that they have. They have administrative, community service, executive, Kiwanis relations, leadership, member, projects, school service, and no focus area or other. So you could definitely put that for yours, for your vice president if they're interested in that. And yeah, it's just basically the same thing you filled out before. They just want you to do it again. Um, yeah, this also includes your advisors, your Kiwanis advisors. So if you didn't send me in your if you're a president and you didn't send me your faculty advisor or your Kiwanis advisor's information, please send that to me as soon as possible as well. And then, so this is the annual report. We don't have to worry about this too much right now because I know this is like a lot to digest. But this is basically like the MRF. Like if you want your club to get distinguished, you have to hit this magical, where is it? I just scrolled past it. You have to hit this magical number. I think it's 180 and 200 is diamond distinguished. You have to make sure that it adds up in order for your club to even be like basically the way distinguished works is instead of being a distinguished officer or something, you don't sign for a portfolio. Like if I want, for example, for distinguished president, what you do is you send in like a like huge 50-page portfolio in order to make sure that it's read and just to reflect back on your year. For a club, you basically just send in this, and this is going to be for you to get distinguished or diamond distinguished. And I really want to emphasize this a little bit now and mostly later on because this is, I think a lot of more of our clubs deserve distinguished and they never really understand how to fill this out. And I understand that it's hard to very like comprehend, but once you go through it, it's actually not as hard as you think. And you want to make sure when you fill this out that it's as thorough as possible because this is what's going to get you all those points. And like going to things like Kiwanis meetings or having various different types of events, that's what's going to get you points. So I'll just don't worry too much about it now because it's a whole 12 months, but just keep that in the back of your mind and just slowly start filling this out whenever you get the chance to. So highlight the row. So this is just another this is a list of all the projects that one final step included is sorting the club projects. I don't remember seeing this, please. So this is just, I guess this is just the most important, yeah, I guess this is just like the most important events of the year. For completing the annual report is to sort out the, oh, okay, so I think this is just, yeah, this is for like another like end of the year thing, and because you don't send this, well, you send this to me every month, but this is not what I'm focusing on. This is just gonna be for you to like add in the service out the most service hours like throughout. Yeah, they're sorted by the best service projects of the year, so this is something you would worry about at the end. But this is just like a way to like, I guess, reflect and see your best service projects. I think this might also go for like best service project of the year at DCON. Like it'll help boost that if you're applying for that. But I'm not completely sure what this is for. But I'm sure when I get the training on this, I'll let you guys know as soon as possible. Okay, so this is basically the most important part, I guess, in a sense. This is what you guys are going to be sending to me every single month, or like the main thing, which I'm telling you, like let's just say, like I said before, to save it, this is where you would save it so that I would just, when I click on it, it goes straight to this page. So I would just save as like March. Even though we're not even in March, you would do the April one. Yeah. Because we didn't start with March, but right? Am I crazy? I'm just gonna make, yeah, okay, you're gonna do the April, not the March. But so what you wanna do is you're just gonna go in and fill that out. You know, the club number and stuff like that, it should be, you shouldn't have to input it every single time. It should get it all the way from the beginning. So make sure to do the beginning first before you do any of this stuff. Membership, you guys all are gonna start with 0. Previous year, you're just gonna put like the number right now. And basically nobody's gonna have the new members yet until the end of the year. So for most of you guys, it's gonna be no. The only club would be Henry. We don't have any district officers or members this year, and we don't have any international as well. So sponsorship is basically just asking you guys if you're sponsored by Kiwanis, and of course you guys all are, so that would be yes. Co-sponsor, I'm not sure for every club, but I know my club has a builders club, and our Kiwanis club has a builders club and a K Kids as well. So you would mark yes if you have that, but if you don't know, just press no, or you could easily just ask your Kiwanis president, like by email, if you guys are having a builders club or K Kids. And if you do know, that's just another way to do a better way to do events with them as well, so that you guys can also go to their events, and they're really cute since they're smaller. Um, yeah, and then most of you guys, if you don't have I don't think anybody has a program for the Builders Club or K Kids. Like I'm saying, you can simply make a program like tutoring every month or every couple weeks or every Thursday after school if you're interested in doing that. And then this is just gonna go into the nitty gritty information, like uh, this is just going to be about the general meeting. So as the secretary, you should be taking minutes. If you wanna get a head start, I recommend telling your officers just to look at this distinguished application because it seems like a lot of work. But if you look at what you have to do, it's not as bad if you start now. So for general meetings, you guys should still obviously have a meeting every week. I know you guys probably won't have one this week because it's AP testing. I'm not having my club isn't having one because we have a short day on that day. For what reason? I don't know why. It's for teacher appreciation, but that's kind of a tangent. But yeah, you're just gonna put the amount of members every single week that attend your meetings. If your faculty advisor is present, put yes. If they're not, put no. Same thing with Kiwanis. Kiwanis could just be anybody. Guests present. So like I guess if it's Kiwanis guest, that's also a yes. So that gets you points. Speaker, if like a Kiwanian has like wants to talk to your club, or if somebody special, like another club talks to your club, speaks at your meeting, that would be a yes. But for most of you guys, most of the time would be no. An interclub, basically what an interclub is, it is a event or a with another club that is not divisional. So I don't know what this means. Where's the asterisk? Uh, where's the asterisk? Doo-doo-doo. Oh, okay. So I think for okay, so for the current membership, you're gonna leave the current membership from last term. Sorry, I made a mistake. Yeah, you're gonna leave it from last term until September 30th, like it says right here. But I don't know why. I don't know what this NSKFC. If you guys could find that later on, that'd be fine. Board meetings. You also get points for board meetings. You should also be holding minutes for that as well. And minutes is just like there's like a form online for that. Um, you don't have to. I would recommend having a board meeting every single week because it gets your club organized and get you guys to talk about what's happening and what should be happening every week. But it's not required for you to do so. It's all up to you. Um, and then a social, like if you have a social outside of school or a special meeting, and this is another thing, if you attend Kiwanis meetings or DCMs, this also gets you points. So just filling in the date for that. And then, yeah, members' presence, yes or no. Oh, right here. It says with sponsor, with Kiwanis family, and with another key club. So yeah, if you want to put in the inner clubs like throughout the week, inner clubs get you a lot of points. So if you ever do an event with your Kiwanis family or with another key club without being divisional, make sure to put that in because that gets you a lot of points. Trust me. But yeah, and then just going on the nitty gritty again, it's just very basic stuff like the Kiwanis, like the DCM, the Kiwanis divisional meetings, and regional meetings, which I don't think you guys would attend. Officer training conference, which is not going to happen for a while, so that's going to be a no. President and secretary at a training conference. That yeah, see these are not things that are going to happen anytime soon. But when they do happen, put yes for that in your club. And then special events, see like this just continues. So if you had a club banquet just last month, put that in and put how many attended. If anybody went to Key Leader, Conclave, CNH, the different conventions. And then also if you know if your club submitted any articles to the newsletter, This also gives you guys points. Make sure if your club directory, sorry, is updated, make sure to say yes. And then same thing with club elections, just make sure to say yes for everyone. If you are, I don't think any of our clubs do because my club used to do a newsletter, but we didn't find a point in it since not a lot of people were reading it. If you want to do a newsletter, you still technically can. It's just a lot of work. But yeah, if you have a newsletter this month, that's where you put it in. Member introductions, member training, yeah. So that's just all the basic part. The hardest part is going into this and knowing what to put X for each one. So this is going to be just any project in general. If it's a social, if it's a fundraiser, whatever it is, it's going to go under here. And it doesn't really matter the order you put it in. Just put it, yeah, it doesn't really matter the order you put it in. It's just going to have the total hours, the total of members that were there. And then, so I'm just going to give you guys a breakdown for now until OTC of what is basically going to be happening for this, because this is the most complicated part, and a lot of people miss out on points for this. So if you want to just listen for now, I'll get into more. There will be more details at the OTC, and I'll probably like provide with you guys like an example so you guys could see like how to fill this out properly. But for service projects, obviously, if it's a service projects, then you put that down. If it benefits the club, then you put the X for that. Ongoing project is, let's just say if you're having a fundraiser and it's going to go on for the next couple months, that's an ongoing project. Divisional project is any divisional event. This does not count the DCM, but let's just say if, like for example, like the peanut butter and jelly making, that would count as a divisional project. District project is just like, yeah, like a district. I don't think we're gonna have any district projects, but I'm not sure. Governor project, you guys could basically skip over that. Projects with another organization. So let's just say if you're doing like a beach cleanup and it's with I Love a Clean San Diego, you would put that. Major emphasis, that's basic. That's basic based on what your major emphasis is. So if your major emphasis is service, you could put an X for that. Project with Kiwanis sponsor, so that's any joint Kiwanis event that is within your club or your Kiwanis club. So let's just say if you're, for example, Hoover High School and you're doing a thing with Tirasana, that is what you would put that under. And then a joint project with Kiwanis, let's for example, we're gonna be at the Kite Festival for the next DCM. That would be a joint project with Kiwanis. And then project with Kiwanis family member, that is you could put that another X for Kiwanis events, but that would also be like Circle K or Builders Club or etc. And then yeah, and then foundation project, I don't think that's like with the foundation. So I think it's like if you're funded for that project, if you guys ever want to fill out the foundation thing, this application is pretty easy. You get money for the service project that you have. I can explain it to you later because I know this meeting is very dense and boring right now. And then an X for the fundraisers. And then if it's for service, so service would be any nonprofit, and club would basically be for your club fund. So if you're raising for your club. Yeah, and you're just gonna do this every month, and then you're just gonna write like a short paragraph every single month about what your club has been doing. So you can just be like, oh, things have been slowing down since we're coming close to the summer, but we're still trying to emphasize these projects. And you could talk a little bit of like a certain project that meant a lot, and then this you're just gonna basically, I don't know if it's copied down. No, it doesn't. So you're just gonna go back and you're gonna put each project, and then the chair is the person who basically the main person who like took over the event. For example, if your president um basically planned this whole event, a whole event that you guys went to, like you guys like for example the same example like the cleanup with I Love a Clean San Diego, they would be the chair. If your vice president did it, then they would be the chair. If your treasurer did a fundraiser, they would be the chair. And then that put the hours and then fundraising funds raised if it's a fundraiser. And yeah, that's pretty much what you do for every single month. And yeah, so that's basically what you're gonna send me. Oh, it does carry over. Just kidding. Yeah, it does carry over. A lot of things do carry over, so it's pretty nice. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm lying. Yeah, it does carry over. So yeah, um, that's pretty much it for this for every month. But that's what this is your main job every single month. But you should be updating everything else. Uh, before it's almost over. I just want to tell you guys about the membership recognition program again. You want to try to update this. I know it might be tedious to do it every single month, but try to do it every couple of months because it does get very complicated, and you're gonna have to. I recommend keeping like another spreadsheet like on Excel, like just your own spreadsheet on every single event and putting in like what it is. So like the way people get points is if they hit these marks and have these amount of hours. So if platinum, you have to have 200. You have to get like for gold, you have to get 150 hours. But then if you also get these, um, you can also become like a if you get like 10 out of 13 or 9 out of 13, that's how you become a platinum or whatever member. So like a training event would be like RTC, officer training conference, which we're gonna have later. Decon counts as a training event. Anything that has a workshop that counts. Kiwanis family events, so that's just gonna be based off of what I'm saying, like every single month. Those are those type of events. Interclubs is what I'm saying before. Anything that deals with another school that's not a divisional event, and then there's divisional events, and then district events would count. You would technically count RTC as a district event, also Decon as a district event. International event, there's only one, which is International Convention. Articles and visuals submitted is if the members that sent in pictures or articles to the division newsletter editor, which we're gonna have like a Google Doc form, so it's easy for you guys. But you guys should also be sending or having your members send these in for the newsletter every single month. And the events or project chair. So like if they're head of like if they were a project chair for at least those events, then that's how they get that. Division, region, district. Okay, so this is like if they presented at a workshop like at RTC or Decon, that's for that. Club committee member, so if they're like a club committee member of like a fundraising committee or anything like that, that's like the yes. And then divisional or district committee member, that's the same thing. And then club leadership position, so any leadership position. And then the way lives saved for M and Q, or not M and Q, M and T works is it's basically what you do is you take the amount of people that were helping at that event, and you take the number of, or is the membership? Okay. You take the number, so let's just say that I raised like $200, and let's just say 30 members were there to help. You take 200 and you divide by 30, and then after you divide by 30, you divide by $1.80 because that's how much it takes to save one life, if that makes sense. So that's how you do it, and it's very complicated, but if they hit the other things, it shouldn't be as bad. But that's basically the MRF. Does anybody have any questions? I know it's a lot to digest at one time. You guys can all unmute yourself now. Does anybody have any questions? Because I know it's gonna be hard your first month, but as long as you try to fill it in as thoughtful as possible, you should get the hang of it. It's not that bad. Is everybody good? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Feel free to ask me any questions personally. I'm fine with going through the MRF with you guys personally as well, just to give you guys an extra help, because I know I want a lot of you guys to turn in your MRFs on time and know how to do it thoughtfully, because there are definitely some clubs last term that didn't turn in their MRF every single month, and it's definitely a lot harder for me, and plus it doesn't give you the hours that you guys deserve. So you need to do that every single month because it is very important for your club. Okay, is everybody good? No questions? Okay, that's basically it. I'm sorry that this meeting was very dry. I mean, it's kind of hard to make it brighter while talking about a form, but just remember that this form is the backbone of your club, so without the MRF, then your club is basically nothing in the eyes of the district. So make sure to keep on filling it out. Yeah, that's basically it. You guys are free to go. There's nothing else for me to explain. I hope you guys all have a good night. All for me. But yeah, don't feel shy to ask me any questions. I'm definitely here to help you guys and to support you guys as members and as officers. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or text me or Facebook is the fastest way. Thank you, everybody. Bye.